We must bear in mind that the primitive pagan idea was that the earth was all of creation. Man then thought of a heaven as surrounding the earth. Heaven even had a limitation, with holes punched in its boundaries for stars. Pagan man had no idea of the limitless space and billions of suns. He thought locally. Even his god was for this earth alone, and even for certain races alone. The Greek gods were man-formed and had human emotions and desires. That pagan, man-formed god still persists. A god made in the image of man. A god with arms and legs for which he has no use, for in a limitless zero expanse. A god angry and wrathful with humans, who could not possibly be omnipresent because of his objective limits. To know God, man must know what light is and energy, magnetism, electricity, gravitation, and God's processes in building bodies, which manifests his presence and his purpose. And he must know the mysteries of life, death, and growth, and of the seed which even the giant oak disappears, but still retains its identity. And he must know how man retains his identity when he disappears also. It is not possible for this age of man to comprehend God unless false conceptions of electricity, magnetism, gravitation, energy, and the construction of the nuclear atom as now conceived are eliminated and replaced with nature's ways and processes. God is light, and God is love, and God is unyielding law. God is the invisible, motionless, sexless, undivided, and unconditioned white magnetic light of omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent mind. God's knowing is magnetic. God's thinking is electric. The Creator centers all units of creation. It is the Creator's energy which created the universe. The Creator is the source of energy which causes all motion. The Creator's mind is your mind. The Creator extends the energy of its mind to every atom which moves around its center of eternal stillness, where it takes its omnipresent stand in every thought, ring, and cell. Whatever knowledge you ever acquire comes to you from your mind within. Your senses cannot acquire knowledge. They can only be informed of effects of motion, and they can be mightily deceived by what they see. The sole function of electricity is to divide the apparent one substance into an apparent two. Electricity is the force used by mind to manifest thinking in this 3D world. The result is a very convincing illusion of matter and form. There is no force in nature which holds an atom, sun, planet, or galaxy together by inward pull, which immediately invalidates the academic nuclear theory of the atom. Nature does not attract, nor does it repel. It compresses in a vacuum, and the vacuum restores its normalcy. Electricity creates tensions, which the universal vacuum releases from tension. Gravity and magnetic light are one, but the connotations of gravity differentiates it from the word mind of light, just as the soul differentiates it from the word God. They are the same, however, for God is the universal soul, while soul in man means identity, or being, as a unit of the universal being. The moment that electricity divides the one changeless condition into pairs, it is necessary to balance and control those pairs. Gravity is the magnetic control and balancer, although its power never multiplies or divides. Where gravity is, stillness is. An area of stillness always surrounds gravity shafts.